Hello everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds, welcome you back to Lovecraft Country and the Exile Cultist Simulator DLC, and yes, we are continuing our varied trip through the Exile universe here because we still have like a dozen paths open to us. Right now we're currently at Marrakesh, which is in Morocco, under the French Empire in 1925 with our little companion band here, and I like the fact that we have both Faith, Cats, and a Holy Man, and I gotta call this he's running a cult of Bast at this point. Anyways, so we have decided where we're going to go for here. As I've stated before, we have multiple paths. One, of course, is what I'm trying to do, which is the Path of the Nameless, in which we attempt to get the Moth Ascension, which is the hardest endings to get because you're required to get 7. It was called pentiments, but I don't like to call them pentiments because I know it means technically an item in which there's a the best way of putting it, there's somebody determined they wanted to do something with it once and then decided to do something else with it, which is how it becomes an icon of chaos. I'm just going to call them sacraments of chaos at this point because that just sounds much cooler. Anyways, 2 weapons, 1 gun, 1 blade. We've got 1 icon, the Venetian Moment, which is essentially the heart dancing doll, medical credentials, and our 5-man band. Now, 5-man, and a body. Those are just piling up. The 5-man band, by the way, is a TV tropes category, which describes the most common version of a hero group, in which you have 5 people. The hero, which would be the exile, the lancer, which would be the person who's the foil to the exile, basically both a rival and a friend. Lala, of course, is dedicated to the colonel, while we are dedicated to the his opposite, the lionsmith. And of course, she's a skillful hunter, and I tend to just show up with a whole bunch of guys and shoot things. So yeah, I think she fits that one. We also have the big guy, which is Dominikus, the Lithuanian strangler, I think, or just thug in general. The smart guy, which is Jennings, the vivisectionist, surgeon, and occultist and duelist. And of course, the chick, which is Myriad the visionary, who's the heart of the group and has the vague psychic powers that come in handy when the plot determines them, because she is a seer. Okay, but we have to decide where we're going from here, and that's probably going to be Algiers. And we don't have to leave quite yet, because we've got 6 traces, but we've also just murdered the person who walked in first, and the others have been kind of reluctant to step in. I know it's just going to matter of time before they do, but there's still one item I want to get in Marrakesh. Marrakesh. Oh, is it that how it was originally spelled? I don't know. I'm so bad with linguists. Anyways, hit it. Let's call it Morocco. Alright, we're moving on normal time in the beginning, as we usually do, because it takes me a little while to warm up, and we are going to be seeing what we can produce. Now, we're going to be getting probably at least the first informant after this cycle. We're going to have to pack 4 items, usually like to group these like I can, so that it'll take us 40 seconds plus 30 seconds to get out of here. Plus, of course, the 80 seconds for the cash. Now, this makes a question. Should I grab the Algiers card and start to send cash ahead? And I'm not going to do that because it takes 60 seconds for 1 cash to be sent ahead. If this cycle fails to produce an informant, I will probably do that. And it didn't produce an informant, which I kind of expected to happen. Okay, so basically we've got an option of buying a reload for our gun. This is not something I'm probably going to do, as my own gun will recharge in about 23 seconds. So back to walking the streets. Don't really care if I make a trace. Okay. And we just keep an eye on the informant, because we won't be, we'll get through the first one without an issue. And even if an assassin does show up, we're simply going to be able to kill him, or hold him off long enough for all these distractions. Meanwhile, might as well recharge the faith while we're here. The distractions can be recharged. Some distractions can be recharged, have their counters reset if we investigate again. Essentially, this is me hanging out in church and praying, which feels kind of weird for an assassin, but technically we are a reformed assassin. Alright, what else we got? That's what I wanted. The mutilated manuscript. A fistful of bad treatment. So that'll cost us 2, which gives us the primary advantage of, since we're going to be here for a little bit anyways, primary advantage of being able to put 2 cash units into 1 object. Again, most items we get are sort of a investment. Like, for example, the Blade's Blade cost me 2, but I can sell it for 3. Alright, so faith's been restored, and we shall purchase the mutilated manuscript for cash. Wow, that's gotten a lot slower. Yeah, the update got updated again. I'm really hoping there's something got improved. I'm not going to keep bitching about it. I'm just going to occasionally grunt, annoyed. Alright, the search. Okay, we've gone to the next level on that one. And we are approaching... There we go. Now I have the mutilated manuscript. This is the curio. Pages from the Book of the Suns. Gorgeous illustrated manuscript pages ripped from the original binding to be sold separately. I don't know the language, Persian, Arabic, but somehow I can read the words in sufficiently bright light. A dispute between ours, a lineage concealed, a secret with shattered loyalties. Not much practical information, but there's something about the sounds that sharpens the soul. Now it by itself is worth 2, has 2 grail, and is 4 lantern. It's also comfort 1. You know, so our comfort's now gotten to 4. If I want a comfort ending, I need at least 12 comfort worth of items. We're now looking at, let's probably put the weapons together. Corpse can be over here. Corpse can stay by himself. I don't know who has to look after that. But yeah, this will allow us to that. And if we can get 3 of these, we can put them together to get one of the Sacraments of Chaos, as I like to call it. All right, so the employee is there. Now, right, what we need is to get the next one up and going. All right, we have a trace. I don't really care. We're already maxed out. Another connection with a holy man. Well, this is kind of interesting. I could burn 1 cache, get the discreet office, use my connection to holy man, and get 1 obscurity. Now, the obscurity in itself, since we're not doing an obscurity run, basically a fugitive run, would be, you know, essentially just a buffer to get us out of here faster, and it would cost me 1 cache, which is huge, really. So it might actually be worth it, because it also counts as an ingredient for 2 winter and, no wait, 2 moth and 2 something. I've forgotten what the other one is. I think it might be winter. Don't know. 2 moth, 2 winter, that could be it. In any case, what we can do is purchase this. Discreet office. If necessary, we can sell it if it doesn't work out. Oh, if we're going to be here anyways, we might as well keep going. Never know what we might find. Okay, so another trace brings us to 7. Good. The update started stacking things together again. And boom. What do we got? We got the discreet office. This is going to allow us to take the trace, use the discreet office, and the holy man, both of which have a assist deception. And that will give us an obscurity for 1 cache. Alright, so pity I can't sell the corpse. Alright, anything else that we want to do over here? Probably not. We should consider, once we've gotten the obscurity done, just taking off, because here we go. The assassin's probably next. If it comes down to it, I will use the official connection to fend off and attempt to steal from us. But let's see if we have anything else from our last trip in well, second to last trip. Dawn. That is not a distraction. It is, however, capable of producing either a tranquility, which would prevent me from doing what maybe something I might want to do next thing, or that, but I can also just let it sink into fascination, which is a 2-point influence for that. Just watch the dawn without using any one of the temptations. Our cache while we're here anyways, because we still have another 36 seconds. And we continue onward. 10 seconds have passed, so I now have fascination. Now, fascination is not a lethal to us, because fascination it's lethal to magicians because they can go mad. We just kind of go, huh. We can't actually sense the true cosmic horror behind the reality, the thin veil of reality, so we're cool. Like, oh, that's interesting. Wonder what that means. I'm bored. There we go, assassin. So that we're not going to be an issue. In fact, I'm not going to actually attack him, because even if I kill him, I guard another corpse. I don't actually need another corpse, and these weapons would need to recharge. I do have plenty of distractions, on the other hand, if he becomes an actual issue. And given that we now have 16 seconds for the obscurity, I think it's safe for us to leave. Let's blow this popsicle stand, shall we? Alright. Okay. Once we get to the next one, I'll probably speed up a bit, but I'm kind of actually finding it relaxing here. Oh, you're summoning another one. Now it's going to take you even more time. White warehouse, don't really need that. You know, I'm going to lose Marrakesh anyway, so get it. There is the one obscurity, which means that we have a buffer for when we do have somebody pop up. And anything else we want to relinquish? I don't think so. Here's a medical license, which is good. We don't want to lose that. Yeah, just basically waiting on the train schedules, both coming and going. Here's another cache. Get the curio next. Get the curio next. I'm going to pick up the profane weapon so it can't be picked up. But hey, sacrament is good too. And you're turning into a reckoner lord. Official connection, don't need that, I think. I really think I don't need that. The only time I need it in case he manages to try to sneak something from me. Yep, there goes the obscurity for the 30-second window we have. I don't think we're gonna, yeah, he's definitely gonna consume it, but he's not gonna be able to get any of our items or attack us in the meantime. So I guess it was a cache worth it. I mean, getting cache in this run has not really been difficult because we have so many ways of doing it. Probably if we get a decent building the next time around, it'll be able to either do illegal street fighting or legal medical practices. Yeah, the two actually do dovetails quite well together. You know, Leia beats you up and then Jennings patches you back together. Or disposes of the corpse. There's so many ways you can dispose of corpses. I can sacrifice them to the gods of war. At least I could. They got bored of that. Stop sending us these guys. Let's see. Reinforcements. He's summoning the foe. Wow. Well, I guess we get to wave goodbye as we leave. And that's that. We'll be gone before the foe shows up. So, there we go. That was our little trip into... Alright, Morocco. Now, we're going to be heading into Algiers. This text should change. Arrival. A tumble of white houses above a stray quayside. I have an address of M. Gurgu? People. Oh, God. The smuggler. We'll just call him the smuggler. So I don't... anybody who does actually know how French works doesn't have to hate me for it. But yeah, we've got another random body showing up because these guys convert to bodies when I leave, and it's just ridiculous. Like, how many corpses do we have? Alright, we also... One thing we arrived on is we have a... Yeah, one of his people. We have a connection underworld that can be quite useful. Now, oh, that's lovely. Okay, so the connection goes with the stuff that is going to... Ah, yeah, I gotta do this every time. This is going to get annoying real fast. Cache. Again, why did they update? Interesting. Archive 81. Is that the one with the warehouse full of, like, Necronomicon and other Lovecraftian horror items and things in storage, and the people who work it are like the board night staff? Oh god, it's always that way. Alright, so I was going to say though, if you're into Netflix, have you seen Arcane yet? Because I've heard a lot of good things about it. Okay. I must be thinking like Warehouse 13 or something like that. Okay, so we're in Algiers. Pine Scent in Boudian de Villa. Bojvinvilla? White walls and ocean light. Sirocco winds and the smolder revolution. It is troubled, which means we can set this place on fire if we look at it. Okay, never mind then. No spoilers. Place of residence and a cult of the Lionsmith. Yep, which means we can find a shrine with one of our connections here. Now, of course, the first thing we do whenever we show up is we need to get our exit, just in case we get a random, reckoner popping in because they're searching out the world. Algiers, yes, I believe we're the center of the French colonial holdings, which in its day was they weren't the most impressive colonial, especially after World War I. I think they just came in third or after the British and the Dutch. But you really couldn't say they weren't holding some territory, especially in the Far East. Okay, I don't have any people in Tripoli, but I don't remember it at all. But some time ago in the Maze of Autumns, I was born here. Ooh, we have to keep this one. Yeah, if we're going to be doing an ascension run for the Lionsmith, we need to start a particular encounter here, which I know how to do. So we will be trying that. In the meantime, we have to decide what we're going to be doing here. Now, because I'm doing a Lionsmith Ascension run is one of the possible endings here. Oof. Yeah, Arcane didn't have anything else to do with League. I mean, just basically the characters and the setting. I mean, what little I know with League, basically it's like they took grade school homework and made it into college level PhD. Okay. So, best way to handle this. Now, Algiers and Tripoli. Now, one of the things about Algiers, if I recall correctly, is that since it's troubled, I'll be able to get a possible connection with radicals. But the odds of me getting that are rather low. It is also a spot in which, besides the shrine, we don't have a lot of, how do I put this? We don't have a lot of things here I need to get for any of the other runs. So, question is... Yeah, they'd say that everything about League of Legends is great except the actual game. It's like somebody said they should just make series. That's all they should do. Tripoli, Valletta, the Penopolis, Marrakesh. We probably lose Avion, and Avion could be important. Got to make a plan here because if I attempt to do a revolution, I have to usually set up a false trail first to give me the time to do so. I cannot risk losing Avion as it has one of the Sacraments of Chaos in it. So we're going to have to do this by... Yeah, if I'd gotten Valletta first, I would have gotten the, created the false trail by sacrificing it and switching to one of the other two, but I cannot risk losing one of the Sacraments. So while that is happening, yeah, you can't see me moving around windows here because I have... Like I said, if you're doing this, what the? All my windows just freaking died on me. There we go. All right, and boom. Thank God the game was paused when it did that. Windows 10. Don't even talk to me about Windows 11. I've heard nothing good about it so far. Anyway, so best chance is we're gonna have to run this as a normal run. If we manage to get a connection radical, I will begin the process of starting a revolution. Kind of hopeful that I do, but we need to reconnoiter. Isn't really much else we can do at this time. Plus keep the bodies hidden. Alright, so we'll skip through this at double speed. I may go back and forth with the speeds to as I get more and more cognizant of the game. It's been a little while, so I'm a little fuzzy. There's a trace or import license, not important. It looks like we're not going to have a lot of time here. Cache is at 4, so we're fine there. Don't need to do anything silly. Here's the one trace. I have the connection to world, which I can burn with something else if I wanted to get rid of that one trace. I'm not going to be able to do it in 30 seconds, and it will probably trigger, which again, we maybe do some killing. Get that corpse pile going. Lucid secluded villa, no. Thank you. Yeah, we're not doing well here. We may just be moving on quickly. And... Good lord. To Grand Townhouse again. Why am I getting all the real estate? If I wanted to get rid of one of the traces for an obscurity, it's a ridiculous price of doing that. Oh well. Cats. Great. This is helpful. RNG, Jesus. Alright, so looks like hesitation. So yeah, they're holding out for us. Alright, what have we got this time? Underworld connection. Really not helpful. It's not really worth the effort to try to do so. I heard it was a game. I heard it's a series that, you know, you can really just enjoy for the ride, the art, and the characterization. Too deep. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not like David Lynch kind of stuff. Oosh. God, I got a restlessness too? The sea. Now that's, if I had an import license, I could do so. I can also use it to summon Madame. if I wanted to do so, but I don't have all the sacraments yet. Oof, look at this. It's a mess. All right, keep going. We're not quite ready to go yet. All right. Reinforcements. Looks like they'll be summoning one of the assassins. And we've got restlessness. Put it up under some random stuff. Tomb. Alright, so sometimes a Scaptoon becomes greedy, starts eating things they don't find in the earth, and degenerates into something like a human shape. I learned the hard way it's much more difficult to kill a Scaptoon than it is has ultimate strength. The one fell in battle here, and the shrine honors its bones. So, you want to make a quick trip to this. Now, the question is, what do we want to do there? Now, I can, if I want to. I think I can't do this again. I've already dedicated myself. Right, consecration's already been done. Now I can do this. The Brazen Vow, I might choose to take a Brazen Vow, which demands boldness to even the direst of circumstances. This will give you a rage and make it impossible to win the game with an obscured victory, but will increase your defiance. Now, remember my defiance, if I'm doing a run, is at 4. I need to get it to 7, which basically means I need to destroy my temptation escape and to also start a revolution and one other thing that's unique to the Lionsmith. That if I choose to do that, again, I lose the option of a comfort escape run. If I have a comfort of 20 or a comfort of 30, there are 2 different endings for the temptation escape. So the question is, do we do that or do we make a pilgrimage? Now, if I make a pilgrimage, meditation here will improve my understanding of the techniques the Sames uses. Now, if I do this, what happens is I will get an interesting result. Let me get the Algiers. Do the Stoom. If I go in with for Revelation, Brazen Shrine, I will gain Rage, which means I can't leave for about 4/2 minutes, and I will this and one of the weaknesses to gain Rage. Yeah, I could reveal one of the foe's weaknesses. Now, remember, I have these unknown weaknesses here, and I'm thinking that let's give that a try. I'm going to burn this to get one of the foe's weaknesses. Now, the weaknesses are the only things that will be distractions that can be used to block the foe. The rest he will ignore and take 2 damage. Normally not a huge deal with that because a lot of times the bodies stack up. Really should use that for something. Gotta figure out some way of using it. Yeah, that's the thing about bodies. They just pile up and they smell bad. Agent. Dawn, Algiers. Okay, so if we do this and this, we can get Tranquility, and that doesn't matter because we've just, there will be a shrine coming up next, so we do not want to have Tranquility going. Okay, so pop in Algiers one last time. The connection. Do not, that's a problem. Oh, underworld connection, there it is. And we have enough time left on it, so if he becomes a problem, trying to steal our stuff, we'll deal with it. Okay. After sabotage, speaking of, I also toss in our existing underworld connection. And we'll have a very unpleasant person waiting for him when he arrives. Which one is this? This is Reckoner Operative. We'll try to steal your assets. Okay, so we may have to grab the other one while we're here. In the meantime, actually, why don't we just do some murder? We don't have the technique since I'm using that for the shrine, and it probably will not reset enough. All right. My strength overwhelms my thoughts, encircle the shrine growling like a beast. Though the haze or rage, I think I hear the many ones in the rafters. The strength of the earth. And I thought that was going to help, but it didn't. Damn. Oh well. Anyways, we're stuck here for another 300 seconds, so we might as well go shopping while we're here. And the technique is still usable. Shattered Mysteries. There we go. By the way, the Shattered Mysteries, I just did that, are 7 Forge and 7 Heart along with the Edge. So this has become... We have gone beyond Jackie Chan. We have gone into Neo from the Matrix levels of combativeness. Let's see. Hang on one second. Put this back in place. And boom. All right. What are we doing here? Oh, another gun. Reload. With Algiers. Yeah, we're going to be here for a bit. In the meantime, I think I'm going to kill this guy. Boom. There we go. Trail of blood. Pursuer's been hurt, and you have gone back to search mode. But don't worry about it, dude. I'm simply going to shoot you dead. There's the wound. He's trying to summon reinforcements, but he's not going to have the time because I'm going to kill him. Boom. We have another body. I think they're stacking up. It's some way to get rid of them. Reckoners aren't immortal. I finished off my pursuer. Collect. Shot him in the head while he was wounded. Very well. Okay, we have 5 traces so the foe can show up. And we have 261 seconds before we can leave town. So I can find a way to get rid of that. So we might as well just keep, you know, doing our thing. And discreet office. Discreet office, grand townhouse. I really want to get involved. Alright, so we could, if we burned a couple of years, make up some more cash and move our way to Algiers. And since we're here for a while, Grand Townhouse is an option. You could actually run both the Grand Townhouse and Jennings at the same time to make an enormous amount of cash, but honestly, that's just showing off and probably will get me into some serious issues. But Underhouse connection, if I recall about the operations, I will need 2 space, which I can do with the Grand Townhouse. And will give me some assistance there, as well as, let's see, connection Underworld, operations. Yeah, I gotta use the wiki for this because it's kind of a lot of information to try to get at once. Okay, so Moth, Edge, Assist, Provocation, Defense, Operation. Okay. Legal fights, we could use, definitely got the edge for that. 1 wound for every failed challenge, 2 cash, and some for effectiveness. So it'd be a little bit of extra cash for the 2 stolen years. But the counterfeiting operations, which I don't know if I have enough forage for that though. 7 forage from there, and I do not have forage elsewhere, which is a pain. What I might want to do is do some legal fighting with Lala to give her more experience. And could, of course, always just do the medical practice. That's easy and gives us security, which would help us get out of here a little faster. And, you know, it's kind of fun to do. But, yeah, 12 heart, I could definitely have that. We could do something a little different as well with the edge. Now, to do that, I'm going to need Lala's 6 plus another 6 edge. Could use rage, but that would just actually keep the rage going, which is probably not the best solution. The thing I can also do, by the way, which is kind of fun, is I can toss in the corpses even though they're of no use. In other words, they'll be consumed. Now, of course, I've got the technique, which will be up and running in 45 seconds, and that was more than enough time to be able to do the fighting, so we might want to think about that. We're going to need this possibly anyways. Stolen year, while that's going on, let's get this decade undone. Get this running, and get one of the years going. Alright, let's pick up the Underworld connection. And there we go. Now, while this is going on, of course, let's get the Grand Townhouse and 4 cash. We're kind of stuck here for a bit until we get this done, but we're kind of stuck here anyways. Boom. Got the Grand Townhouse. Oh, and my friends, while we're here, we might as well just go shopping. And boom. Alright. Now we have the Grand Townhouse. What we want to do is this, the Grand Townhouse, look for location, and the means would be repeat illegal fights. That will get us, we'll throw in Layla, like I said, and we'll use it up to use up the corpses as well. Okay, so first things first, nasty, but as long as I keep some years in hand, I shouldn't suffer too much permanent damage. Okay, so begin illegal fighting to gain a little more cash. Boom, here we go. Fighting, we currently have, of course, the 4 Grail and 4 Heart, which means we're not passing any of the things, but we will toss in Our Lady here. I like to think of her that way. I don't know if she likes to think of it that way. And she will do the fighting for us all the while. We'll be continuing our escapades. Alright. 10 cash. Good. And boom. Okay, so Bright Edge. Basically, I have another 14 edge coming up when I got this one going up. So that's not going to be an issue. In fact, if I really wanted to, I could use this, but since it's a weapon, I'm going to stick around to keep it for the moment, unless I have a chance to buy another one. Do I? There goes the Restlessness. Heights. Got plenty of distractions for the standard combatants. Pop in. Oops, nope, that's leaving. We want to stay and shop because we're too pissed off to do anything else. But we can just toss his corpse in here. Still winning because we only need 4 edge to beat this one, and you know, technically 4 Grail too, which is hilarious. I think I just Yeah, could pass this with just the bodies, which is kind of funny. Anyways, but that will take care of the body and eliminate it as a used up ingredient. Oh, let's just recharge the cats. I like cats. Light. Yeah, you notice I just opened a slot there. Now, if I follow him and I use a light-based one, which could be any of these, for example, this would be the smartest one, the Curio, or if I wanted to bring up Miriana's experience, I might as well do that. She's not really much for it. The Velvet, which conceals secret, has a nameless name, and that name's missed. If defeated, find solace. That name is neither seen except now. Now, remember, the nameless is one of the paths we can do, and this is related, but it does not actually get us closer to that path. It gives us an odd little side potential there. Okay. Boom. All right. Restlessness again. Again, not lethal for us. Official connection, we may need that. All right. And we continue. And boom. Okay, 1 second. You are here. All right. All right, the cats have been recharged. I thought I was going to be able to do a... where's Mira? Did you just glitch out on me and take out one of my companions? Because I will be very irritated if that's the case. It honestly looks like you just did that. Great. So now I've lost a companion due to a glitch. This is getting ridiculous. All right, the only thing I can do right now... Can't exit. I'm gonna have to turn off and boot back up without saving. Hopefully that will take care of whatever the heck just happened. Hang on. Sorry about the delay here. Okay, booting it back up. That was unfortunate. Let's see how far back we've lost. Yes, people on YouTube, you are all seeing a blank screen at the moment. I do apologize for that. And we should be getting back. There we go. What the heck happened? All right, so right edge. Okay, so we're back a bit. She's still missing. Great. The universe just consumed one of my companions. Oh, that's definitely going into the complaint. Next. Well, I guess she wandered off. Universe. Alright, then a challenge. Tough or quick. Alright, so I can technically pass the 6 edge. I can technically pass this with 8 moth. There's a complication. This much moth would revive it. This could actually be interesting. Smoke and mirrors. Addressing a challenge with moth will increase subtlety, which decreases the chance of getting another trace. But I actually want to increase... I want to increase effectiveness. Because that's going to give more money, and we already have a bunch of traces. Alright. Oh my god, it could set the place on fire. I don't even have the building to do it with. Ooh, this is tempting. Tempting, tempting, tempting. Yes, we are going to set the world on fire. And get another point for the defiance. Alright, give me a stolen year. You will work with me. I now have Antifa as my companion. I mean, as my assistants. Okay, so... Algiers, there we go. Should have tossed in Dread. That would have been interesting. Okay. That sucked. Alright, so... Radicals. Now when we get the place back, we're going to use it as a headquarters to create a revolution. To end the world. Wait, or just against the French Empire. Oh, the fun we can have this game. Okay, we should have somebody showing up shortly. There, you want to, like, reserve that? Jeesh. Okay. Now, that is a Forge Curio. It's basically the 4-point ingredient for Forge, and it's not really important enough for me to purchase. I don't even have anything I want to change. Don't even have any cash at the moment to buy it. Still have this going. In my rage. Despite all my rage, I am still just a rat in a cage. Just checking if the viewer dropped suddenly. And boom. Got. Let's see. Recharged. Good. Heights. Might as well recharge it. Anything else to do with that particular box? Alright. Trembling heat. Well, the desert is a nasty place. Alright, so, yep, still passing this because we have freaking 20 edge in there. Do not believe that did not work. Alright, so we have standard assassin. Should be easy enough to deal with. I've got like so many distractions. And if you get the revolution off, I get a false trail, which is awesome. Alright, so he's coming in for the kill. So what we want to do is we want to send one of our basic companions to beat him up. Hopefully the game won't eat him, which would be bad. Alright, so this has been recharged for the heights. This is a good experience for him, by the way. In the meantime, what should we be doing? What can we do with it? Let's see, the bright edge. That's fine. And it's going to be 37 seconds at least, plus a few seconds away on that. We don't want to tie up this one for the revolution. So, yeah, we'll just keep going for the moment. See again, Algiers. Come on. Apparently we ran out of stuff to find. Fast forward. And boom. Operation continues. Oh, for crying out loud. Quiet warehouse. I could use that a little while back. Right. And I believe we have one. Well, he's famished. Apparently beating up this guy took a lot out of him. He's going back to search mode, which means he'll come around again. But in the meantime, yeah, return on investment. Good value for my years. Let's see what we got. Alright. Lots of cash. She's currently fatigued. Dual connection can be recharged. Fights paying off the sea. And of course 5 cash, in addition to having the original investment of the warehouse back. I mean the Grand Ten House back. So what we're going to do is we are going to take the radicals and we are going to direction Defiance City. Oops, gotta do the city first. Algiers, there we go. Direction. We need to decide if we are going to the and Defiance. We use the Defiance card in order to be able to say that we want to burn the world down. The direction is going to be determined by what we want to do with it. Now, there's 2 things you can do to a revolution. You can assist it or you can betray it. Now, let's see. And Marrakesh, Algiers, and revolution. Operation. Okay. Operations, that's not what I asked. New plays connection articles. Connection. Operation. Troubled. Uprising. There we go. Sometimes this will be a little hard to navigate. Assist. You are going to use heart or edge for this. Now the thing is that assisting uprising will require heart or edge, and we've got both. So I'm not going to risk a freaking on it. What I'm thinking about doing is finding. Let's see. Can wait the 50 seconds to put this back in, or well, we could use. We need the weapons, so this leaves. I have edge or heart here. Trembling. That assist in uprising, but it might make the world a better place. Yep, 8 edge. We only need 4 more edge after that. Well, actually, what I really could do, which is really foolish, forge or winter. It has to be forge. All right, so we put in trembling heat for now to get the forge energy, and we'll come back and increase it with our rage. We are going to start a revolution against the French Empire. All right, why are there so many husks? Ugh, fix your code, dude. Uprising. Now, to finish this uprising, we need either 4 edge or 4 heart. We already have 4 edge. I'm not sure why this is getting a little strange. I'm really concerned about the game at this point. Now, if we have that edge, what we can do is we can get our rage in play. Oh, there it is. Boom. All right, so the uprising will have a total of 4 edge here and 4 edge here. Challenges occur, so let's see what happens. All right, so right edge. We currently have these 4 and that 4. Once we get this back in 34 seconds, we'll toss that in, and we will have all necessary needs to continue the uprising using our vast strategic skills, as it were. All right, so meanwhile, a Reckoner Lord coming. Oh, this is going to be fun. And boom. Voila. 8 seconds. Don't really... Oof, throw the dread in. That's 6. I think with her it'll be 12. We'll be fine, actually. And also have my weapons, as it were. Excellent. You. Hostile move. Attacking me directly, which means we are throwing the good doctor in to fend him off for us. Actually, no. Let's keep him back here. And we'll put the cats on him. This is attraction. Reckoners don't like cats for some reason. I think it's like the Mummy film when you hold up the cat and they just run away screaming like the Mummy did in the first film. Most people don't remember that part. It's kind of goofy. Yep, there we go. Operation continues. We've got that going. All right, so as you can see, the Colonel, the hour that protects my foe, has long disliked cats. Among my enemies, the wariness about felines has become powerful superstition. I've slipped away with my guess. Tabbies have distracted the Reckoner Lord from us. All right, and that in 36 seconds or 15 or so seconds when this one, okay. Coming in again at us, the search. Uh-oh, he could be getting the foe, which makes this a lot more fun, a lot quicker. All right, reinforcements. Underboss knows I'm here. This could get nasty. Challenge, order guns. All right, come on. This could get bad real fast. And boom. There we go. Layla, finished off the revolution for me. Thanks. I could have an issue here. There he goes. All right, my foe is almost here, so this could get bad real fast. Grand Townhouse, just sell. We need to get out of here quickly. And we may have to do some unpleasant things since we don't have a lot of options here. All right, so yeah, the revolution's going to have to keep going. And I have 2 attackers at the moment. Foe is striking, so one of the things I can do is try to use a weapon or I don't know which one of these distractions will work on him and which one will actually cause me injury. So my best bet is to try to hold him off for a bit there. Using a weapon. It's a chance it could break, by the way. Use the distractions on his assistant there. Oh, Stami held off his attack. And we have the cash. And I think it's time for us to go. Tripoli sounds good. Can we get the revolution done in time? No, I can't leave because I have the rage still going. Oh, great. I could be dead. This could get rad real fast. Defended. This came in handy. Hopefully it's still good. No, it got broken. Great. And that's trace, which is really useful at this point for you guys. And let's see what else we got. Alright, so I need to defend him, and the only thing I have left is technique, which we'll use. Okay, very soon now. Great. And Operation complete. This is the day we've been worked for. And we have... Subtlety wasn't my priority area. Achieved success. So yes, we have in fact created a revolution, and you... What have we got here? After sabotage, which means I gotta work fast. Purchase for years to get you as a contact. I'll hold these guys off for a bit longer. Alright. Did get that back, which is good. Just almost lost an item here. But we'll hold you off for a moment. Toss this in to reserve just in case. And get this revolution over with. Uprising. That is a trace. Pursuer's wound. Wounded someone at least. And let's see, moving this to normal speed since things are getting a little too intense at the moment. Alright, so I may have to suck it up and... Let's see, 20 seconds and I have 14 seconds. We might be able to do this. It's going to be a little odd, but I'm about to pull something off interesting. Widening the search. Yeah, you just keep doing that, alright? I'm sure I'm hard to find at the moment. Or maybe he's just sitting back and waiting for the foe to finish me off. Why should he do any work? Okay, so... Boom. Pause. Thank you. First things first. Let's get everything... Oh, thank God. The cards came back. Laugh as a linesmith laughs. I could bamboo my foe with a certain very ancient mocking gesture, leaving myself open to attack. This is the hour called linesmith will enjoy my audacity. Now, suffer 2 wounds but gain a level of defiance. We have level 5 defiance because we just started a revolution. The whole city is on fire at the moment. So I'm going to take 2 wounds for this, but where's the rage? 3 seconds before we can start leaving. I've reserved this in case I have to use it. The false trail's up so nobody else can come in, but it's a little late. Algiers in flames. Nationalists are fighting the French troops in the streets. I should leave while I can. This is going to be fun. We burned the place down. I should leave, and soon. Yeah, you can't actually go shopping when you set the place on fire. So we have to get to Tripoli. Okay, so as soon as possible, actually. Let's see. And that will be in 3, 2, 1, 0. There's my wounds. Badly injured. I paid the price for my audacity. Okay, so rage is gone. Pause. We are leaving. Marines, we are leaving. I have way too much cash. This could suck. Okay, so... Yep. There's my wound. Now, if it gets really bad, I can use a decade to try to heal it. But I now have, as you see, 6 defiance out of 7 down, which leaves only 1 left to do, which would be to burn my escape temptation. All right, so, all right, foe striking. The only thing I'm probably gonna have to do is sacrifice the baker at this point. He's a 70% chance of just fending him off and a 30% chance of wounding him and dying. So yeah, this could get expensive real fast. And as for the other dude, what is he up to? Oh, he's just putting out traces. That's impressive, dude. Impressive. Trace. Could be the last time we see him. What are you doing? After sabotage, and I don't have anything to stop you with, so there's a chance you can get something important. Let's see. Grab the painting, would you please? Or grab cash. That's okay, but another 10 seconds or so. My foe stymied. I have held off his attack. And in need. Associates come to my defense. And what else we got? Okay, the medical license is good, but we still have more stuff to get rid of. We're just exhausted. And let's see. Coming attacking again. Now, which one? Oh, obviously the only one I can throw at now is Jennings. Probably have to do in just a moment. And let's see. Grab the painting, would you? Yes, okay. Could lose one of these, or can grab... He's probably just going to grab cash. I'm not that concerned about the cash. I'm concerned about possibly losing Jennings in a moment here. Or I can take really bad injuries. Oof. Take one more shot, and then we'll have to try possibly... taking my gun, which is okay, really. I don't have... Not that hard to get another one. I'll take another shot, and then we'll be in trouble. But not too much trouble, I'm hoping. Sometimes greed can get to you. Foe is stalking me. Alright, he's wounded me. Again, it's put me at 4 wounds, which is bad, by the way. Which means it'll be Jennings' turn to defend me. And your turn to be defended off by Heights, okay? Alright, so 4 wounds. Okay, we got all the important stuff at least. We still have another 111 cash to move. Screw it. Relinquish. Abandon asset. Pause. Just gonna burn the cash, basically. Get us out of here a little faster. Sigh. It's fun while it lasted. At this point, I'm kind of hoping the Reckoner Lord steals from me. Okay. That's like half the cash we had to give up there. I think that's all we'll need to give up at the moment. Depending on how this goes. This game can go down so fast. Alright, so yeah, pursuer stymied. And friend in need. Please don't be dead. Yep, Jennings is okay. Lala's turn might come next, depending on how this goes. Let's see. Are you widening your search? Yes, you are, which is great. And let's see. Cash. For attack. Oh, is stalking me, which means he's got another 10 seconds there, so we got another cash to go. And yes, he's just stalking, so we're probably good to get out of here. Still just stalking me. I guess he's just playing with me. Probably only enjoyment he gets. Or it's a bug. I'm really not going to care since I've lost one companion to a bug. If I keep Lala going for a while, I'll be fine with that. Yeah, the new update for the game's not working so well. Oh, I could use the connection of the radicals to avoid losing 1 cash, but really the year was more expensive. Yeah, and you don't have enough time left. Good thing I ditched some of the cash, though. I'd have a pursuer's wound. Oh well. MES is back up and going, and we are gone. So that was fun, everyone, wasn't it? Wonder how much cash we actually have left. And boom. Yeah, I like the fact that we're not getting the foe's body. Please. Oh, that's good, because I could win the game with the foe's body, and that would just be a cheap way of winning the game, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, that was fun, everyone, wasn't it? I get to keep the false trail, too? Excellent. Okay, so here we are. Rival. Oh, Tripoli. The Spanish took Tripoli from the Berbers, and the Knights of St. John took it from the Spanish. Now the Ottomans took it from the Knights, and now the Italians run the place. The Berbers called Tripoli the Bride of the Sea, and if it can't be... If I can't believe my foe, my mother called it home. Yep, there's a personal connection between the foe, your mother, and main character, and if you know anything about how tropes in literature works, you can probably already guess what it is. Anyways, I'm going to take a moment for a deep breath after all of that fun, and recollect all my stuff. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. We have 4 wounds. Pause. We have 4 wounds from that little excursion, and I risked losing one of my companions, and I lost a companion due to it. Wait, did like 2 of the wounds vanish as well? Is this game... Oh, there it is. Nope, this game is stacking on me, which is insane. Alright, we have 4 wounds. I'm going to try to let these just run out. We've got 129 seconds of a false trail from burning down Algiers behind us. So we're going to be safe for a little bit. We still have a corpse we'll have to get rid of. So we don't grab another chase. Out of the 14 cash, we retain 10, and I'm okay with that. Still have this. Still have 2 of the intimates, and we still have the curio and this. Okay, put there. And the medical credentials. Okay, so that was fun, wasn't it? Now, the first thing, of course, since we're at Tripoli, is we'll have to figure out where we're going next. Let's get that ready. Now, good work, guys. Like the woman who just wandered off, you guys really saved my bacon there, and we're gonna need another chick at this point to get the whole band back together again. Just okay, whatever. Oh, this new grid is weird. All right, let's get this destination knocked out. All right, so the next place we're going is Valletta, which has one of the sacraments of chaos, as well as being troubled, and a cult of the kernel, which could be problematic for us. But let's see about Valletta. Okay, so Tripoli, Delistio, Bride of the Sea, this is home. This is important because if we can trigger it, there's going to be a very lore and story relevant counter here, especially as we are currently working on the Lion's Fist Ascension run, which may be where we end up with this, because as you can tell, we have gotten 6 out of 7. All we need to do now is to get the 7th Defiance and then get 6 of the foe's wounds, which we are set up to do, except for our lack of weapons. Did all of my weapons just vanish? This game is messed up right now. Oh, right, he stole... Did they steal both my weapons? Am I weaponless? Oh my god. I'm weaponless. Really? How am I supposed to do Defiance run without any weapons? I guess I'm just going to buy stuff like crazy. At least I got the cash for it. Yeah, that's the thing. Let's see how much stuff we have. We're definitely going to need to... Mountain 2 is located in... Algiers 2... And make a quick assessment here. Again, we are in Tripoli. Excellent. So, yeah, we can definitely get both our weapons back pretty easily here, well as some other issues. We also have in the game some definite breathing time, 99 seconds with the false trail, which basically means that I have to be as quick as possible in doing this. Okay, let's get this one knocked out. Since traces aren't really going to matter, I need to at least buy something. So yeah, we got a little greedy last time, but we did get the opportunity to get that Defiance point 4. There's the first one. Official connection, that will be okay in case we need it. But we need a recorder, we definitely need real estate. For a particular reason. Wounds at least are healing. And boom. Wooded Villa. Technically I can buy that. I do have the 8. That would definitely be interesting. And it would allow me to get the opening for... there's 8 of my cash can be tied up in real estate. Which I'm going to do because I desperately need both the real estate and to get rid of some of this cash, which hopefully you can trade off for something else. So yeah, might as well just... We've only got 1 trace, we can theoretically get rid of it in a bit. Alright, so now we have the villa. But look at this. The vendor is an old man in a beaded skull cap with deep seamed cheeks, a whitening stub beard, and a dark, sorrowful eyes. We shake hands to solemnize the purchase, and he takes my hand in both of his and examines my face. Yes, you are hers. She used to come here, you know. I hoped you would too someday. Yep. The last Antean initiate, an elderly man in a beaded skull cap with deep seamed cheeks, a widening stub beard, and old sorrow in his eyes. So that was the whole point of getting the damned villa, because this trace is going to become a problem very quickly, and we have to decide what we're going to do about it, because this will actually open up the lore for the background of the foe and the exile and their relationship, which, you know, if any of you have ever seen Star Wars, you could probably guess what it's going to turn out to be. But we'll go into the nitty-gritty details when we do next episode and dig into that particular lore chunk, because I was hoping we get to it. I didn't think we'd get to it this early, though. So, this is Fantastic World saying farewell from Lovecraft Country and Cultist Simulator, the Exile DLC, what appears to be the Lionsmith run, because this is pretty much the... As far as I'm concerned, the canon ending of the game is the ascension to the Lionsmith service, and this is the reason why. Now, it also can be used for a Defiance run if you're the sort that just likes to deal with your problems with the edge of a blade, but why not achieve godhood while you're doing it at the same time? Anyways, so if you like this, like, share, subscribe. If you really like it, down below are links to the Gumroad payment platform. If you're on the Twitch side, of course, if you follow me, My comfort's 14. It's incredible. If you follow me here and we get to 75, we'll be having a 2-hour marathon. The contents, the game I'll be playing, the 2-hour blocks will be determined by the followers here. And if you're like that I do down below, like I already did that part. Anyway, sometimes I just rattle these things off without realizing it. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Bye. I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of content and data.